tell you I love you, that ain't a lie. Until I make a couple million, I can't go home. They won the championship, so I bought the two-tone. Bentley Coliseum riding with the roof gone. I'm getting money, yeah, I'm fine. If I call you, bro, you better ride out. Just tell me what's the word, and we gon' slide. Just me and my broski. Don't approach me if you ain't got no love for me. I ain't got no friends on my like blood to me. Treat my whole just like brothers. If I call you my brother, then we gon' ride. I love you forever, my guy for life. You know it's whatever, if you fight, I fight. Tell me what's the word, and we
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Today's game continues this Brooklyn Nets homestand. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, missing from the line became contagious. That happens. They just picked the worst time to do it.
Now, here's Markkanen. A shot's good from Claxton. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry.
And finished off by Wiseman.
That's why Westbrook racks up so many assists.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Paul. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Johnson off the left rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
So good at finding the angles of drive. Westbrook is as fast as he is agile.
And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Inside, Dinwiddie misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from a 4. Left side, George. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Wiseman with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Nets trail by 4. To the inside. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wiseman. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Paul. Leonard, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Outside, Markkanen.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Ball looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D overcommits like that.
And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He has yet to score.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Nets. They trail by 6. Shoots over Covington. Paul outside. Gets it out to Markkanen. Stolen by Highland. All alone. And finished off by Westbrook.
Just a ridiculous throwdown there by Russ. His athleticism, even as he's getting a little bit older, is still super impressive.
Paul with the buckets.
And this is his game. He's not going to settle or try anything further away from the rim. He knows who he is.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And George, here we go. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Rebound, Brooklyn. Pass to Simmons. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
They swipe it. To the paint. Here's Dinwiddie. The rebound by Paul George.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
A sometimes underrated playmaker. Leonard continues to do it all.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Right side George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
You know, Greg, after a few seasons of development, Lauri Markkanen has really emerged.
And he's such a unique player. It took him a while to kind of figure out how to maximize all of those talents and also minimize the weaknesses. But boy, has he arrived.
Back to Markkanen. Pass to Claxton. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to Paul. Here's Claxton. To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Martin. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey there, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard continuing to work his way back to peak form after his ACL tear during the 2021 playoffs. He said, "I missed a whole year of basketball. I don't want to take anything for granted. I'm just trying to live in the moment and bring a sense of energy for the team. I'm still young, I'm a lot stronger, and I'm back. So, I'm happy." Kevin?
Yeah, good to see, D.A. Hey, thank you. Takes it inside. Lets the three fly. Man can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Dinwiddie. Banked in off the glass. Dinwiddie's got it back down to within single digits for the Nets.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Los Angeles calls timeout. A different look for the Clippers. And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
Nets trail by 8. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And stolen by Simmons. A solo fast break.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
Basket counts. Here's Simmons. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Using his size to spot and exploit these holes in the defense. That's a good find there by Simmons.
And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Richard, they had grand plans. It just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back. Operating the pick and roll like a surgeon. Simmons, what a find there.
The three-pointer is right on target.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Authoritative move by Simmons, throwing it down on the defense.
And it's Wiseman in the corner. Outside Leonard. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Clock at 6. Pass to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Now Claxton. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Westbrook. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Dinwiddie. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Outside Covington. And here's George. With 1 on the clock. And the first half is now in the books. Clippers lead by 7. And will return shortly. And we've got third quarter of basketball. 2 quarters in the books. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 7-point differential. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
It's time to get excited and get loud. Here they are, Team Fight.
There's a screen. Paul for 3. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. And one thing you know about Claxton, he's not going to waste his opportunity.
Yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in this league, and he's all about getting quality, high-percentage shots, Greg. He doesn't force shots that aren't there for him.
Nets trailed by 5. To the middle. Powell with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Martin. Pass to man. It's Martin on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here he goes. And finished off by Martin.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Paul. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And looking like a young Dirk there. Markkanen is that coveted combination of size and shooting that many teams desire nowadays. Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Paul. Outside, Markkanen. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Pass to Highland. On the wing, Morris. Now here's Powell. He's guarded by Johnson. It's Martin on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
And load management, a term, Greg, that's been associated with the Clippers.
And Kawhi rightfully managing his return from ACL injury with care. It's harder to build chemistry when guys are out, but it's all about staying healthy for the postseason.
Outside for Martin. Pass to man. Now Highland, defended by Paul. And that's a foul called on Kenyon Martin. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Number 10.
1:56 left to play in the 3rd. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Tyronn Lue says this is definitely a championship team, and it's not going to just come. We've got to put the work in. There's got to be a lot of sacrifices. If we come together and do the right things, we definitely have a chance. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he's a big reason why. Thanks so much. Back to Highland. Pass to man. Left side, Martin. We've got 1:23 left in the 3rd. And he can't bank that one in. Brooklyn trailing. Ball outside. Here's Walker. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Markkanen throws it down.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Here's Powell. They can't stop the run with that one. Simmons with it. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing, Walker. All up top for the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Paul's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Back to Highland. Pass to Mann. Rebounded by the Nets. Paul outside. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets out in front as they end the third quarter with a massive 16. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here are the Clippers, trailing by 2. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, guys, during the last break, listened in on Jacque Vaughn talking to his team. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Westbrook. Here's Covington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And despite the KD-Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand, Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Finney-Smith. A 3 off the mark. The Clippers trail. Westbrook drives in. Pass to Wiseman. A 3 from Leonard. It's hauled in by Claxton. So it's Brooklyn now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. That's a 2 from Paul. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Driving in, Wiseman with the ball. And here's Leonard. He's guarded by Johnson. Back to Wiseman. Brooklyn with the rebound. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Claxton. Paul outside. Picked by Finney-Smith. Johnson in the corner. To the paint. Here's Claxton. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
Left side, George. Misses from close range. Brooklyn leading by 4. Inside. Kicks it out to Paul. Going inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Good luck at trying to match up with Paul in these sets. He's just so good. It's nearly impossible trying to stop him from breaking your defense apart.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Outside, Covington. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Paul with the ball. Now Covington defending. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Walker, bounce pass. Here's Paul. Throws it up high. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
I've seen CP do this a million times. No one is better at running the pick and roll.
To the inside. George. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Nick by Markkanen. He's over Covington. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers trail by 6. Inside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. .116 left to play in the final quarter. Outside Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
That championship mentality of Leonard. This is why they go to him in the clutch.
And here is Paul. There's 53 seconds left in the game. To the paint. There's Markkanen. Good D by Covington. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Wiseman with the ball. He's picked up by Paul.
And make no mistake, Westbrook loves the spotlight, especially when it's a very close game.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Westbrook.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The numbers show that Paul is a maestro in the clutch. And with his efficient free throw shooting, there aren't many players that you'd rather give the ball to in this situation.
Pass to George. Back to Westbrook. It's Covington on the wing. Yes!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
We're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
I've been watching this game a long time, and there is absolutely nothing that Paul can't do on the basketball court. He really does have the whole package. Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
15.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
At the line.
And they sent the wrong guy to the line here. Paul tends to make the most of every trip he takes to the strike.
Leonard. It falls.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Team's fifth foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
CP3.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.